okay, I'm a part of this world, and I don't take that lightly, and I want to know more. I want to learn everything, and there's such a wide variety and like so many delicious
60
types
years worth.
60 years worth
for the rest
of
of your
content.
life.
Like if I wanted to watch only Star Trek for the rest of my life, I could probably do that, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm studying up. I'm doing my homework.
5, 4,
Guys, hold your course.
2, 1.
We survive together.
Hi, Humberly and Kacey. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Steve from JoBlo.com. How are you?
Hi, Steve. I'm good. Thanks for having us.
Hi, yes, happy to be here.
Awesome. Okay, so to my shame, and something that my wife loves to mock me for, I've only seen a handful of Star Trek related films or television shows. Obviously, I've got a lot of work to do. So I'm curious to learn your history with the franchise. Humberly, would you like to start?
We're probably on the same boat.
Honestly, we're
because-
right there with you, my friend.
So don't feel bad. No shame here. No shame. Whether you're a newbie Trekkie or a seasoned Trekkie, you know, for me, getting this project was the motivation to learn more and watch more. Funny enough, now every time I check into a hotel room, there's like old Star Trek episodes playing on TV, and I'm like, wait,
great.
what? So I feel like the second my mind started going into Star Trek, it was like I was attracting Star Trek stuff. So you know, it's been such a joy to explore, and now there's a plethora of stuff. You know, it's like we get all of it being new in this. So yeah.
Lucky us.
That's awesome. Kacey, how about you?
Yeah, same boat. You know, definitely wasn't like deep into Trek prior to this. Had seen like the J.J. Abrams movies and a smattering of episodes here and there.
Same.
From
That's
the
the
original
same
series.
exact for me.
Yeah, so like that's my truth. But now I'm like, okay, I'm a part of this world, and I don't take that lightly, and I want to know more. I want to learn everything, and there's such a wide variety and like so many delicious
60
types
years
of
worth.
60 years worth
for the rest of your
content.
life.
Like if I wanted to watch only Star Trek for the rest of my life, I could probably do that, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm studying up. I'm doing my homework.
Yeah, I've definitely always been Star Trek curious. I just never know where to start.
Yeah.
Section
same.
31.
Well, there you go.
Well, I mean, pretty much for me, that's where it's starting now. Yeah, for sure.
I've tried. I think I'm gonna start from like the beginning. I'm sort of popping in and out of different things now, but I think I want to go like original series forward.
Very good place to start.
Well, thank you.
I like it.
sounds
I know some people that could hook me up with that. Okay, Humberly, I am in the middle of playing Star Wars Outlaws at the
Ooh.
moment.
Yes.
And love
very
your
proud.
work as Kay Vess.
Yes.
Straight up, the character is what drew me to the game. I also see that you've contributed to Ubisoft's Avatar Frontiers of Pandora game. How does it feel to be a part of 3 monumental sci-fi universes? And is Lord of the Rings next on your hit list?
Yes.
Listen, if they come calling, I will say yes.
Look at what these ears could do with a little elf extension. Come
You
on
know?
now.
I think I got good ears.
Come on. Oh my gosh, she's a star.
Holy. I mean, yeah, when you put it that way, it feels very surreal, especially because I didn't know this is where my career was going to take me. I'm,
Yeah.
you know, this immigrant girl from Venezuela who learned English half her life ago. And if you had told me I was going to be seeing myself and playing myself and hearing myself in these worlds, I would have probably, you know, told you that you were crazy and you're probably having a fever dream. But now I understand why. I mean, when they say representation matters, like it really isn't a cliche because I didn't grow up with this. I grew up watching telenovelas, so everybody looks like me. But, you know, take the girl out of Venezuela and put her anywhere in the rest of the world, and you get to see that there is so much color in the world. And in the media, it's important because it makes you feel worthy and to be a part of the world and to share your art. So for me, it's an honor that I get to say that there's a Venezuelan in each one of these sci-fi worlds that I so love. You know, every franchise, every piece of that just... It's got a dear place in my heart. So
Absolutely.
I get to be like,
I'm so glad
I
that
see
you could.
you, and then say,
I'm so glad
"May the
you
force
can
be with
enjoy
and live long and
all of
prosper."
that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like the EGOT of the sci-fi world to be
Right.
touching on
We need to
all
make a
this.
new name for it.
That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
The STAR, the star.
Ooh. I like
So, Kacey, I'm curious,
Yes.
did you revisit Trisha O'Neill's performance
Yes.
as Rachel Garrett, and did that part of Star Trek mythology play into your performance at all?
Yeah, great question. Thank you. I always want to make sure to acknowledge Trisha O'Neill. I watched yesterday's Enterprise so many times, so I think there was something that happened by osmosis. You know, very early on in the process, it was clear that what was being asked of me was not to do an impression of that, to not mimic how she speaks or how she moves or play her as though she was a real person. You know, that I was brought in to play Rachel Garrett at this point in her life because of my humanity, my colors, what I can bring. Tunde really encouraged me, our director. So I definitely consumed and watched and trusted that the sheer amount of times I was putting it in my brain was gonna trickle down.
Subconsciously, it's
You know,
in
like
there.
a bay leaf in a soup, right? Like it's there. You know, it's there. You might not be able to see it all the time, but you know it's there. So yeah, and then to just really trust Tunde and bring all of the colors that are me to her to sort of expand what we know of her. This is the longest amount of time that we've got to spend with her, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, I had a lot of room. They gave me a lot of leash.
Right on. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, sticking with you for a minute, Lieutenant Garrett enters this story as very much like a no-nonsense member of the team.
Yeah.
Was it at all difficult to keep your composure while acting alongside other extreme personalities? Like, how often did you crack up in between takes?
Oh gosh. I mean, we have some of the greatest like comedic folks in our cast. We have just like everybody's funny. There's not a person that's not funny.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're so welcome. So yeah, there was cracking up that was happening. I was also laughing at myself. Like I have this mode in me naturally that can be incredibly earnest and serious, and if I get enough space from it, I can giggle at it. And so accessing it through Rachel, you know, I got to really lean into that piece of myself and go, oh my God, girl, you are taking this too seriously. You gotta calm down. So sometimes there were takes where it would be like very stern and I couldn't help but just sort of giggle and go, oh gosh, you know, I do that sometimes with my best bud and I gotta chill out. Yeah.
That's awesome. So one of my favorite aspects of the Star Trek universe that I've seen is basically like its overall aesthetic and the wild fashion choices that you come across. What were your first impressions when you walked onto the set of the Baram Bar, Humberly?
Best day. Yes, we got emotional. There was like a lot of excitement. This childlike take to walking into a playground. That's really what it felt like. And I was expressing it so much. I remember going by like Video Village where Craig Sweeney, our writer, was sitting and he said something to me that really stuck because he said, you know, watching you be so excited about this, like it reminds him of where he started and how he felt. And you know, sometimes when you're doing something for so long, you kind of forget your first time or forget like how it felt the first few times you were in a set like that. And that was my first time seeing the Baram. And so I was really emotional and I was thinking of my parents and how cool it would be if they saw this, and just everything comes to the surface because you feel so grateful. And then you get to like touch and see everything and take a million photos. And I have so much BTS I hope to share once the movie's out.
Oh,
The
that's
queen
so
of
cool.
BTS right here.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like a sartorial wonderland. Like the Baram and what Gersha Phillips and her entire costume team did in dressing people alone was mind-blowing, not to mention the hair and makeup that went into everything. Like all of that, all of those folks were dressed to the nines. Everybody.
You both get to wear some really cool stuff.
Dude.
In this, it's some good outfits. I love the
It's
fashion
like
aspect.
the best part of Halloween, but like times 10. I don't even know. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't spend that much money on Halloween.
never. No, actually, that's my best Halloween costume.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
Yeah, it was such a treat, and also to, you know, the process of those costumes, they were bespoke to us, right? So like we got to go and be along the journey of them building. They got built on our bodies, which is such an incredible experience that these craftspeople were like tailoring everything so specifically and
To our bodies.
yeah, and like I'm a detail-oriented person, so when somebody else is like zooming in on like I gotta fix this one little thing, I'm like, yes, you get it. We're gonna
get that
this
one
is gonna
thread.
be beautiful. And sure
One
enough,
extra diamond right here.
yeah, totally. And then you get to walk out and feel like $1 million. It's
Yes.
awesome.
That's fantastic. All right, they're giving me the hook. I want to wish you both the best of luck on the launch of the movie. It looks like you had a lot of fun, and this has been an absolute pleasure.
Likewise, thank you so much
Thank
for your time
you.
and your questions.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you for clicking on our video, everybody. If you like what you saw here, please make sure you like the video and subscribe and share with your friends who like this sort of content. JoBlo remains an independent company, and we appreciate all of your support.